The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has raised concern over the recent ban imposed on production of spirit drinks in sachets, less than 200 milliliters, by the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration, NAFDAC. NAFDAC says they want to protect underage persons' consumption of alcohol. The manufacturer says that will hit about 500,000 jobs and hurt hundreds of billions of naira investments in that subsector. The House of Reps, they've weighed in and they say they are going to probe this ban on sachet alcohol drinks. Arise Business Analyst Chika Mbonu is with us and he's going to give us his thoughts. Chika, good morning to you. For once, I'm not talking dollar today. So, what do you make? You're very welcome, sir.
Well, I mean, we can't talk about this topic. I mean, you're dragging me into something else today. Well, thank God for the release from dollar, exchange rate, all those stuff. But we can't discuss this topic without foraying into micro and macroeconomics.
So we'll probably still touch on the dollar anyway.
Yes, micro and macroeconomics,
yeah.
Consumer behavior, then maybe marketing. You know, because the battle that you're seeing is not a real battle. The real battle is the consumer purchasing power.
In fact, we have a chart, I think, from Economist Intelligence.
Yes,
there it is,
yes.
So what's happening?
So, and, you know, just for our viewers, let's just put it out there. You know, I mean, there's this battle going on there now. But the issue is that when a market that is struggling or battling with consumer purchasing power,
yes,
and what happens is that, especially, mark my word, another word I want to use, when you have discretionary spending.
Yes.
Discretionary spending means it's not compulsory. You know, but there are habits that people, you know, have. And then, so the consumers on one side, and the companies, producers, or the FMCGs on the other side.
Other side, yeah.
You know, and so what happens now is the concept of what they call miniaturization or sachetization. Basically, if you can't get the bottle, people can buy the bottle, they can buy the sachet.
Okay.
If they can't buy the bottle, they can buy the sachet. And it just has to do, it's sad commentary actually on the economic situation of the country. You know, which has put us almost about how many million Nigerians, almost 100 million Nigerians living below the poverty line. And so you have these emerging consumers who still like their bottle. They like the drinks, they like those things. But the issue now, they can't afford the bottle. And then the marketers seeing that opportunity, or the producer seeing this opportunity, and they don't want to miss the mass market at the bottom of the pyramid. And because if you are just selling them bottles, they can't afford the bottles. You know, they just leave the shelf. They won't buy that. So somebody wants to drink his Baileys still. You know, but they can't buy the bottle of Baileys. So what has happened therefore is you satirize the Baileys and put it into small sachets. So that he can do one point-to-point consumption. When he needs, he will just buy that and drink it. Instead of buying the big bottle because he cannot afford.
Right.
And so you see the satirization or the miniaturization, you know, dragging or following the issue of consumer behavior. Another
word is shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation, yes. Because of that. And so that's a major battle. That's a major issue here. So if you look at this thing, the man is talking about, what's this Tinubu's policy? Is it hope something?
The hope mandate.
They're tying this to that, tying this to that. Everything,
hope.
Everything is tied to the fact that there's a market that is there, driven or caused by the fact that the consumer purchasing power is lower. And so consumers, when you have this kind of situation and you have the discretionary spending, what do consumers do? They move to cheaper alternatives, or they move to sachets. And so when they don't have any sachets or the miniatures, you know, and they will not buy. And so the big people, the producers, lose out on the market. And that's what has given rise to this miniature alcohol
production.
Yeah.
Well, what do you make of NAFDAC saying that they want to protect underage?
Just hold on now. So you need to understand that.
Yes.
So that's what it is. So that's the background. Now, now you also know that in every economy, the government has a right to protect the health of the economy, no matter how much revenues are coming from those products.
That's right.
Government gets revenues from tax and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But so it can't be because of the fact that cocaine and such, heroin, is bringing money for the government. You just go and allow people heroin to do that. I'm going to the extreme now.
Of course.
So that's the extreme position. So it's not just revenue. Oh yeah, the heroin farms are employing people. The cocaine farms are employing people.
Yeah.
If you shut down the cocaine farms, people are going to be unemployed. That argument is the extreme argument.
Yeah.
But that's the issue. The issue is this person, NAFDAC is saying that when the alcohols were the big bottles, young people who are below drinking age cannot buy them.
Yeah.
This argument. But once you miniature them, and I just did like milk and all those. By the way, it's only so many other. You have miniature milk now in the table I've shown to you.
Right.
Every FMCG has gone to miniatures because of what I mentioned to you.
The purchasing power.
Purchasing power. They have been driven off from the bottles and the tins and the packet, big packets, and have gone down to the miniatures. And because the mass market is very important to them.
Yeah.
So that's what the issue is. So NAFDAC, this is that when the bottles were out there and big, first of all, where access is limited.
Yeah.
But when they're miniatures, they become sold in corner shops, and every individual, underage people, drivers, everybody now just goes to buy them and just take, and there's no control. And that is what the issue is with NAFDAC.
Okay.
That's the issue with NAFDAC.
Yeah.
So a man is saying that they should use some specific controls to monitor that. More inspection, security agencies, control, all those things that we know in Nigeria will never work. They will never work.
Yes.
They will never work. So that's the balance.
Yes.
Should we sacrifice the health of the citizens or greater citizens for employment?
Right.
For taxation?
Right.
Where's the balance?
Right.
That is where this battle is. And of course, as usual, everybody, just everything I always probing. The bank didn't let to open position. They went to probe. This one, they want to probe. We will never see any results from this probe for all the probes I've been making.
Military chiefs. I think they had military chiefs yesterday for security.
MDAs are not audit of it. We will probe. Nothing happens, and all you come, we will probe. So but these are our country. But this is a substance.
Yeah.
The bigger issue is the fact that consumer purchasing power is very weak. At the up there, the big bottles, the big cartons and whatever, a lot of almost 88% of citizens have been chased away from there. They can't buy again.
Right.
The FMCGs, manufacturing companies, losing markets, believe they have to downsize to come to that market. And that's what led to these miniatures.
Yeah.
That's what led to these miniatures. But the issue, the miniatures have consequences, and that's what NAFDAC is saying for our viewers.
Yeah.
It's saying with this miniature, when you have the bottle of Baileys up there, the drivers, the young students, and everything can afford them.
Yeah.
But when they become miniatures, the drivers it's easy to purchase, and they get people more drunk. and
Speaking of getting drunk, which we are not promoting that here, but let's talk. Just sports. Just how does a Super Eagles victory help purchasing of drinks? It's a boost, right?
Total boost. Yeah. Everywhere yesterday. All the bars. It just tells you that we have suffered in this country. So
yes.
One small light, we're just grabbing that light as if it's like a drowning person and just sees one thing that resembles a stick that will save you. So we're holding on to this thing. Yeah. And God loves Nigeria because if we had lost yesterday,
it would have been.
God would have,
especially to South Africa.
All the prayer, the tragedy would have been worse. So it's a good thing. Entertainment people are offering free drinks and so on and so forth, and for other citizens. And Nigeria became one.
Right.
We're unified, right? It wasn't APC, it wasn't a Labour Party, it wasn't, some of their political enemies.
Yes.
They did it. No, this one is for Nigeria. We didn't start choosing during the penalty. The person who missed it is not from APC or PDP. he's a Nigerian citizen that, the goalkeeper. Nobody cared whether he was east or west or north or south. Yeah. He's just a Nigerian. Yeah. And that's how it's supposed to be.
So if we win the cup on Sunday, so there will be more drinks being purchased. There will be purchases
more than purchased. And usually, if we know what happens on that climbs, people will be drunk and sleeping on the streets. Some people will not find their way home. Accidents will happen more, and so on and so forth. Yeah. But the overall is the happiness of the country.
Indeed. So it looks like the brewery sector really does benefit from these sports
they should, they should be happy.
Well, look, Chika, I don't want to put you on the spot, but who do you think this matter? Who do you got back to NAFDAC versus manufacturers? So will the economy win in the end, or will NAFDAC get their way? I don't want to. I mean,
the truth is this: that where things work, you don't do outright ban.
Right.
Where things work, you don't do outright ban. Yeah. And what you do is you do what I call access control. Access control is people buy drink with ID card. Right. Even those places where they buy your ID card, people do fake ID cards still, but it's limited. You do the crime, you do the time. Right. But over here, it's nothing. Yeah. And so the fans suggested, a man has suggested access control, which is good. More inspection by NAFDAC, understaffed. Police, let me go security agency, no police, should get involved. They will drink together.
Oh my God!
And so
we'll see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. But for the good of the country, that banning is to a bit extreme. Yeah. But let's see what we can do as a regulated. In those days, they used to have outlets where you can only buy alcohol and so on and so forth. Let's not just be available, like Omo and other milk. So that's the issue.
All right, business analyst Chika Mbonu. Chika, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate your insights on all these economic matters.